The Last Sip, a Matchstick Man animation script. 3 minutes, scene 1, dramatic opening, 00 to 020. Visual, black screen. Slow zoom into an empty coffee cup. Sad violin music plays. Narrator, deep, serious voice. In a world where mornings were beautiful, where people smiled, where life had meaning. Visual, Matchstick Man happily drinking coffee. Little heart bubbles floating above his stick head. Narrator, there was coffee. Visual, sudden red flash. Lightning bolt. The coffee cup disappears. Sound, dramatic orchestra hit. Dun dun doon. Narrator, voice cracking with emotion. And then, it was gone. Visual, Matchstick Man looks at empty hand. His stick jaw drops to the floor. Literally falls off his face. Scene 2, meet the villain, 020 to 040. Visual, dark castle made of coffee cups. Evil matchstick villain sits on a throne of coffee beans, laughing maniacally. Sound, evil organ music. Villain, dramatic deep voice. Mwahaha, I have stolen all the world's coffee. Now everyone will be tired. No one will be productive. Meetings will last forever. Visual, villain stick henchman gasp in horror at the last line. Henchman 1, even the Monday morning meetings? Villain, especially the Monday morning meetings. Visual, henchman burst into stick figure tears. One dramatically faints. Sound, sad trombone. Wah wah. Scene 3, meet the hero, 040 to 100. Visual, dramatic wind blows. A lone matchstick man stands on a hill. Cape flowing, fists on hips, heroic pose. Sound, epic superhero theme music. Narrator, one man, one mission, one extremely strong coffee addiction. Visual, hero dramatically turns to camera. Close up on his stick face. Hero, nobody, and I mean nobody, takes my coffee. Visual, he takes one heroic step forward and immediately trips over a pebble. Sound, cartoon boying. Visual, hero falls flat on his stick face. Pause, he slowly raises one stick finger. Hero, muffled from the ground. I meant to do that. Scene 4, epic training montage, 1 minute to 1 minute 20. Visual, fast cut montage, dramatic music. Clip 1, hero doing push-ups, counts to 2, collapses, gives thumbs up. Clip 2, hero punching a punching bag, bag punches back. Hero flies off screen. Sound, cartoon, whoosh. Clip 3, hero staring intensely at a map. Map catches fire. He blows it out casually. Clip 4, hero dramatic slow motion run toward the villain's castle, then stops to tie his shoelace, then keeps running. Visual, title card appears. He was ready, kind of. Scene 5, the confrontation, 120 to 150. Visual, hero kicks open the castle door. Slow motion, cape flowing dramatically. Sound, epic rock music kicks in. Visual, villain spins around on his throne. Both freeze. Dramatic stare down. Tumbleweed rolls between them. Hero, it ends today, Gerald. Villain, how do you know my name? Hero, it's on your name tag. Visual, villain looks down. He is indeed wearing a "Hello, my name is Gerald" sticker. Gerald might curse this networking event sticker. Visual, epic stick figure battle begins. Sound, dramatic fight music plus cartoon punching sounds. Visual, slow motion punch, slow motion dodge. Hero spins dramatically. Gerald slides across the floor. Hero leaps through the air and lands sitting down because his legs gave out. Hero, I'm still fighting, just from down here. Scene 6, the fake death scene, 150 to 215. Visual, Gerald pulls out a giant coffee bean and throws it. Hits hero directly. Slow motion impact. Sound, dramatic orchestral sting. Music stops completely. Visual, hero stumbles, grabs chest, looks at camera with wide stick eyes. Hero, dramatically slowly, I never got to finish my morning cup. A visual. He falls in slow motion. Takes 8 full seconds to hit the ground. Sound. Single dramatic piano key. Plink. Visual. Gerald walks over triumphantly. Hero lying completely flat. Gerald. And so falls the last defender of coffee. How tragically decaffeinated. Visual. Gerald turns away laughing. Hero opens one stick eye. Winks at camera. Sound. Sneaky cartoon music. Boing boing. Visual. Hero spots the world's coffee stored in a giant jar behind Gerald. He army crawls dramatically toward it while Gerald monologues. Gerald, still monologuing, not noticing. And furthermore, productivity will drop 73%, snooze buttons will be pressed 400% more, and everyone will show up to work looking absolutely... Scene 7. The unexpected plot twist. 2:15 to 2:35. Visual. Hero reaches the coffee jar, opens it triumphantly, then gasps. Hero. It's DECAF. Visual. Record scratch. Gerald also gasps. Both stare at each other in horror. Sound. Record scratch. Scrart! Gerald. What? I stole DECAF? I've been monologuing for 3 days over DECAF? Hero. Gerald. Who did this to you? Visual. Both Matchstick Men slowly turn. A third tiny Matchstick Man in the corner waves nervously. He's wearing a coffee shop apron. Tiny barista. I may have mixed up the orders. Sound. Sad trombone. Wah wah. Visual, long dramatic silence. Hero and Gerald look at each other, then at the barista, then back at each other. Scene 8. Comedy ending, 2:35 to 3. Visual. Hero and Gerald are now sitting together at a tiny stick figure cafe table. Best friends sharing a coffee. Sound. Happy, cheerful music. Gerald. You know, I only stole the coffee because I was tired. Hero. Gerald. That's literally what coffee is for. Gerald. I've made some poor life choices. Visual. Hero pats Gerald on the stick shoulder. Hero. We all have, buddy. We all have. Visual. The tiny barista brings them 2 fresh cups. He trips. Coffee spills everywhere. Sound. Splat. Cartoon slide whistle. Visual. Hero and Gerald stare at the spilled coffee. Long pause. They both slowly turn to look at the barista. Barista. Nervous laugh. It was DECAF anyway? Visual. Hero and Gerald chase the barista off screen. Cartoon running dust cloud. Sound. Benny Hill chase music. Yakety sax. Visual. Freeze frame. The end title card drops from above. Coffee cup logo. Credits roll. Narrator. No baristas were harmed in the making of this film. Several coffees were. Production notes. Element details, art style. Simple black matchstick figures, white background color accents, brown coffee, red, villain, yellow, hero cape. Animation tool, pivot animator / flip-a-clip / Adobe Animate Music. Mood dramatic to funny to epic to wholesome to chaotic. Video length 3 minutes exactly. Target audience all ages, coffee lovers, comedy fans.